You're very lucky if you own any of these Fortnite items. Let me explain. But first, we're starting off with the Chapter 1 Season 8 Battle Pass. Not only was this Battle Pass free, so you didn't have to spend any money on it, but also it featured the original Peely skin. Now, Peely is probably one of the most iconic skins in the game to this date, and the fact that the original style is locked behind this Battle Pass is kind of crazy. So to me, it's pretty lucky if you have it. But don't worry if you don't have Peely, because we do also have the Agent Peely. This is my personal favorite variant of Peely. I think it's super clean. But again, he's locked behind the Chapter 2 Season 2 Battle Pass. So was you lucky enough to get him? And as far as it goes with the cores or Unpeely, these do come to the item shop, and I'm pretty sure you can still get the Unpeely one now. So it's not as lucky to have those, as the original will always be the best. And then there's the Vibrant Vibin from Chapter 3 Season 3. But what's cool about this emote is that it was actually a Twitch drop, and it was only available 4 days during the start of the Vibin season. But the thing is, most Twitch drops are normally sprays or emojis, so when we actually got an emote, that was pretty impressive. And I think it's very lucky if you manage to pick this up, because I don't think it's ever gonna make a return. And for another emote, we have Jedi Training from Chapter 2 Season 1. Star Wars is one of the biggest franchises out there. Fortnite have done so many collabs with Star Wars. There's multiple skins in the game, dances. Jedi Training is actually the only Star Wars emote which has never made a return, because it was part of challenges. And with a lot of people not being a fan of the lightsabers within the game, not everyone completed their challenges, meaning the emote is actually kind of rare. But it's not just the emote. I think it's pretty lucky if you own the Mandalorian, because again, it's an original Star Wars skin which is now locked behind a battle pass. And if you're a big Star Wars fan, maybe you want to collect all the Star Wars skins. However, you can't if you don't have the Mandalorian. And also, it's from Chapter 2 Season 5, which was a great season, so this is a W overall. You could also say the same about Darth Vader, but I'm pretty sure no one missed out on this, so make sure you subscribe if you have it. And as for Spider-Man fans, in Chapter 3 Season 1, we got a Battle Pass version of Spider-Man, which by the way has a bunch of different edit styles to it which are really good, including the golden gilded reality. But in case you missed out on the Battle Pass one, there's always other Spider-Man skins such as Spider-Man No Way Home and Spider-Man Zero, which do come to the item shop. But I think owning the original Spider-Man is quite lucky, and maybe people forgot how crazy it is that he's actually in Fortnite. But maybe it's not as impressive as owning the Aquariax, because this is from Chapter 2 Season 7, and it was actually a part of some best friend challenges. I believe you had to play around 50 games with a friend in order to unlock this, so it's kind of rare, but also it's a part of the Slurp series set, which I think is very unique. And it's just a great pickaxe, so if you manage to get this, that's very lucky. But in Chapter 2 Season 3, you had 2 days to log on during this season, and you would have been granted with the Verve emote. So it was a limited time dance which has never returned since then, and although it was free, not everybody has it because of the short time it was available for. It's a Fortnite original emote, it's not an icon series, it's super clean, and I think if you missed out on this one, it's pretty unfortunate. On the topic of Christmas, we have a couple of skins. The Lieutenant Evergreen from Chapter 2 Season 1's Winterfest. I think Christmas time in Fortnite is some of the best times we've had, and this skin has a lot of memories and memes. Of course, with the built-in emote, people pretend to be trees, and I think it's kind of an iconic Christmas skin. But also in Chapter 2 Season 1, we got the Woolly Warrior. Now, this skin isn't really loved, but I think it's just good to have in the locker again for the nostalgia of Winterfest Chapter 2. And in my opinion, if you have these, that is pretty good, because they're never going to return as well. For a pickaxe, we got the Merry Mints, which was introduced in Chapter 2 Season 1. When it released, this was quite a big deal. Everyone was trying to get it, buying codes for it, going to stores to try to get it. I don't really see people talking about it now, but in my opinion, if you own it, then that's pretty lucky, because it's never going to make a return. Well, at least we think it's never going to make a return. And it's a very iconic pickaxe within Fortnite. It's also not that bad. In Chapter 1 Season 7 though, we had the Heartspan Glider. Now what's special about this is the only way to get it was by somebody gifting it to you from the item shop. Now it was free to gift, but if you didn't have any friends added or nobody could gift you it, then you missed out on it. So pretty good to have in the locker. It's a cool little story, but I don't think it's as impressive as owning the Michael Myers. Now although this is kind of a new skin, the official Halloween Movies Instagram page where Michael Myers is from made a post saying this exclusive skin will be released October 24th. Now they could just mean it was exclusive for Halloween, maybe he's not going to return, but technically we're never going to know until Halloween. So it's definitely lucky if you pick this skin up. And even if it does return, people have to wait a year to get him, whereas if you own it, you can just use it whenever you like. The Michael Myers set is such a W. Now, for all of the DC fans out there, if you don't own the Rebirth Raven, Aquaman, or even the Green Arrow, you're never going to be able to own them, which means you can never have every DC skin in Fortnite. Green Arrow was obviously from the Fortnite crew, so if you miss the crew pack, you won't have it. Rebirth Raven does have some edit styles, which you might want to check if you have this last one, because not everybody does. And of course, Aquaman is from a battle pass as well. There is other great DC skins in the game, such as Batman, Catwoman, and Harley Quinn, but if any of these three are your favorites, you're never going to be able to get them. And another Fortnite crew item never returning goes to the members only emote from chapter 2 season 5. This is the only emote which is part of a Fortnite crew, so it's very good to have this. And if you collect dances, then you didn't want to miss out on this one. We then have the Fortnite Mares 2020 music pack from chapter 2. This was last seen over 1,000 days ago now, but why it's lucky to own is because it was only available for 24 hours. So it's now one of the rarest music packs in the game. A lot of collectors missed out on it, and if you have it, it's extremely good to own. And also it sounds good. Like, I actually use this all year round. I think owning the Visitor is honestly a huge achievement. Not only is this a chapter 1 season 4 skin, so it's kind of OG, but obviously the Visitor is part of the 7, and the fact that this was a secret skin, not everybody got it, I would honestly say it's rare. A lot of people do not have it, and if you started after chapter 1 season 4, then obviously you don't as well. But the main factor is it's just a huge part of the Fortnite storyline. To be honest, I never see anyone using this, so comment down below if you do. We then have the Neymar skin from chapter 2 season 6. Obviously Neymar is one of the most famous popular football players out there, and if you're a football fan, you might want to have this in your locker. The thing is, Neymar was the secret skin, and he's now locked behind a battle pass, which is honestly kind of crazy, because if you're a Neymar fan, you're never going to be able to get it. Most other football skins Fortnite have released have all been in the item shop other than this one. So if this is in your locker, make sure you appreciate it, because people would love to have this. Now we have any item from the World Cup, especially the World Cup Warrior, which, by the way, all of these items haven't been out for over 1,000 days. But the World Cup was one of the most iconic gaming events ever, and I'd argue to say possibly the most iconic Fortnite event which took place in real life. The thing is, all of these cosmetics were limited time, so that means they should never make a return. Unless they were limited time for World Cups, then maybe if there's a World Cup 2, they can bring them back. But that's not guaranteed. However, they're rare for now. They're really cool items. And owning these is literally having some history in your Fortnite locker. So comment down below if you have any of these items, or what else do you think I should have included. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one.